Alright, so there were so many good books this week that I didn't know what to read first. And this stuff that's in my second stuff I read doesn't make it any less good because it was crazy good. Uh, Number three on 13 Coins. I really didn't like issue two on this book, but issue three really picked that story back up, gave us more depth on it. Uh, 13 Coins, book about a battle between heaven and hell, and the demons that got cast out formed these 13 coins, and now apparently they're giving them out to random people in order to take over power. Uh, but the True Blood Firstborn, uh, he is going to be their savior, and I really like this issue of 13 Coins a lot better than I've liked. Really, it's probably my favorite issue of 13 Coins so far. Number one was good. Number two, I didn't really care for. This one was pretty good. Simon Beasley's art in this was top notch. Uh, I mean, if you like Simon Beasley. What was funny to me on this book was that there's all that controversy over, like, the Spider-Woman cover, but that is the cover for the next 13 coins. I mean, I guess if you drew comics in the 80s and 90s, like Simon Beasley did, then that's just kind of the what you know. And I almost kind of found it funny at certain points, just how uh, he's Simon Beasley, so uh, he'll do whatever. But issue three was a lot better than the last couple of issues. Um, 13 Coins is a Titan book. I believe it's a 6-issue series. I really liked it. Oh, Shadow Show number two. This is a Neil Gaiman story doing Ray Bradbury. I didn't like this issue as much as I liked issue number one. This issue seemed to me a lot more like a Twilight Zone episode than the first one did. Um, the first one kind of seemed like a Twilight Zone episode too, but this one just took that and ran. Um, it was a good book because how can you go bad with Neil Gaiman and Ray Bradbury? Uh, Once again, the art in this was amazing, uh, but I didn't like this issue as much as I liked issue one. I'm going to continue to pick it up because of the fact that I love Ray Bradbury, and you know, even if you're not a great writer like Neil Gaiman or Joe Hill that has done these first two issues, I believe that you can do something that will really bring that back. This issue I would probably give about a 8 out of 11. And I didn't rate my first issue, 13 Coins. I give about a 9. Um, Read Manifest Destiny. I think that I'm about to go to trade on Manifest Destiny whenever it comes to the next stopping point, because I don't really care for this title in single issues. I read the first of it in trade, and it was amazing. And then this issue really let me down. I mean, it's still fantastic art. The story wasn't horrible, but it didn't do anything. Didn't do anything to advance the story from like 2 stories ago, or like 2 issues ago. Oh my goodness, the kitchen. these chicks are badass. Hardcore badass chicks. I love it. I love Ming Doyle's art in this. Jody Belair's color is good. Masters, I need to learn who this Masters person is, because this story was crazy good. Every issue we're led to believe that these females can't care for themselves, and by the end of the issue, you're like, oh yeah, they're badasses. And it's a different badass each time. I've really enjoyed that. I know this is last week, but Supreme Blue Rose, I'm going to miss this title when it goes away. I wish more people would have picked it up, and I've done my bit, so can't be held responsible. Tula Latte's art on this is absolutely amazing, and I'll continue to read anything that she does in the future, because she has a very unique style. I like the way that she tells story with her art, that you throw these colorings over pictures to show me what era that is in. And, you know, not a lot to say about this. Continuation of the story that I know is going to end, and that hurts my feelings. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. And get back to maybe doing a top 10 or something here in a minute.